Hello everyone, welcome back to our next reaction to Doctor Who. This is Legend of the Sea Devils. The Easter special is about to start fairly soon. If you remember my reaction to Eve of the Daleks that Connor and I did, quite excited when they revealed the Sea Devils were coming back. They're the one classic monster that I felt hadn't come back in the show yet when it returned and we needed to see. So I can't wait to see what they get up to in this one. And what's going to go down. I think it's just going to be like a fun little one-off special. So I'm excited to see what happens with it, and if we get any like sneak peeks at Jodie's last episode at the end or whatever. It's just good to have Doctor Who back because, you know, it's been 3-ish months now. So I think it was New Year's Day, wasn't it, the last one with Eve of the Daleks. So yeah, it's great to kind of have another episode to look forward to. Kind of snuck up on me, but I'm fairly happy for Doctor Who to do that because it means the time's gone fairly quick. But yeah, hyped as hell for this one. I can't wait for the Sea Devils to kind of get up to any old hijinks they have in store for us, and see what lies beyond that as well. So yeah, without further ado, let's just get into it. Yes! Oh. Yeah, my boys!
A very well made statue.
I would just not leave the statue out in the open like that.
Okay.
Ooh, yay!
She said nautical soup. I can't leave you alone for a second. I think you didn't bring that up.
Oh! I mean, I found out the Sea Devils were coming back. Oh! Oh! No! 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 Wow, I'm not messing about. It's the shot. The shot that changed my life. Yeah!
Sea devil.
What a cute boy.
Sucker! Fool! Oh yeah, he did have a sword. That's not a very good idea, is it? Look at him go!
Now what do you know?
She just really hates statues.
Let it sink. Let it feast.
Thought he was going down. No! Bye.
Oh.
Oh, that's a lot of teeth.
That is a lot of teeth. What a way to go.
How are we going to get on then?
Swim.
Swim. Of course.
Haha! We've
Oh my god,
solved
oh my
the
god,
mystery.
did I write this?
I would have drowned.
Yeah, I don't have the core
I'd be
body
floating
strength
in
for
the
that.
sea.
This will make it easier to kill her. Whoa.
Oh.
Nobody said anything about killing. I have to avenge my father.
I've got to walk!
Tell me why I shouldn't kill you both now.
You might as well. Otherwise, we're going to kill you.
Oh, well.
Surely three's better than one.
Do you think you're so clever?
I'm
Yeah.
not clever.
I got what I came for.
I like her cool things on her fingers.
Do as I say. And if you're lucky, you might make it back home alive.
We're gonna kill you. I'm going to release you so you can work.
It's your boy! Oh, I love him so much.
You expect me to honor an agreement with a land crawler like you?
Oh!
It looks like you've played yourself, buddy. Oh, can't wait to only see that for another episode.
Yeah.
They will be gone.
I'm a bang on.
I really like it as a concept.
Oh yeah, same.
Be a bit embarrassing if we drowned after all this.
Under the sea.
Stunning.
Yes, it is.
Come on, where's the megalodon?
Bad day, am I?
Oh.
Oh,
It's only been 274 years. At the very least, there'd be a wreck. Definitely in the right spot.
I'm a wreck.
These are
it's
the exact
inside
coordinates
the
we went
fish monster.
A wreck. Oh dear.
Choo.
Ooh.
That didn't go quite according to plan, did it?
Not really, no. But when does it ever?
You're not wrong.
Ooh.
What is this, Moon Knight?
Why is this so important to you?
Dad. Ear.
There's a ransom to pay, or they all die.
Oh, it was a threat.
Great.
Lovely. What a waste of some cannibals. Oh,
There you go. Give it back to him.
that's right. It's good. It's not wasted.
No!
Oh, it was wasted. Gross.
And what are you doing with Jeepan's ship?
We made it our own.
It's the ship they were flying.
I'm gonna find out what he's up to, and then I'll dazzle you with a beautiful bit of improvisation. You mean there's no plan? Early days. So there's a shield around the ship as it moves from the surface to the ocean bed. Okay. Not bad for an amateur. I
Switch that
suppose.
off.
Yeah. Hiya.
Oh dear.
Phone call. You can take it, don't mind us. Just don't know.
It's my mother. Yes, happy Easter.
Hashem has located it on the surface.
What's that?
Our creature of the depths.
Stitched up by a sniffer dog.
And now I'm certain you're lying. Any last words to try and save your skin, Doctor?
Please don't kill me.
Behind you. Yeah. Bye.
Tiny orange jewel. Can glow unexpectedly.
Any ideas?
Oh, heck. Oh,
You know it's bad because it's red now.
whoopsie.
She's not very good at winning sword fights, is she? I mean, first the 10 stops have lost a sword fight. Now she's lost a sword fight. Come on.
They
Yes.
peaked when they were John Pertwee. Yeah. What a man.
The big fear that here's where Dan dies. Please no.
In your outfit?
Wow, I'm so glad you're doing loads of being really helpful here, guy.
How proud your ancestors would be.
I should have saved your father's.
Me. You're wearing for my responsibilities. First, you just beamed him in the face.
Get in! Yeah!
Oh.
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 You didn't have to kill him.
It took my ship.
Neither did we need him alive.
I was just going to say that.
Didn't need to kill him.
Neither did we need him alive.
Did you say anything to the doctor
Yes.
about what I said to you?
Like what?
I don't know.
You did that.
Flashback. She likes you.
You have done nothing.
I was going to say, now you're enjoying yourself, are you? Now it's fun, is it?
Oh.
Not pushing her away anymore.
Just hit it.
That sounds like a bad idea. Turned it off and on again.
Boy.
Boy. Easy.
Nice.
Well, this is not something I really do, you know. I mean, I used to, have done, if I was going to. Believe me. It'd be with you.
Ah.
Oh.
You're one of the greatest people I've ever known, including my wife.
Oh.
Get the others out. I'll keep this in place.
You go.
Ah, yes. That makes sense.
I can't ask you to do that.
The world out there is in line. If I can help preserve the planet, all those centuries will not have been for nothing.
Damn.
Truly are a legend.
He's lived a long, happy life.
Yes, yes, definitely.
Kept in a tube.
He sure lived long.
No. Here's my responsibility.
That's not a statement.
You do keep promising us a beach.
Life's a beach.
Right. It's me. Long time no speak, bro.
Saying happy
Feels like a long
exit.
time.
I think I might have been missing seeing you. It's just really weird.
Stop toying with him.
I can't fix myself.
Same.
Anything. Can we just live in the present? With what we have? While we're we still have it.
I wish I'm not about to die by the master.
Oh.
Oh dear.
Throws it at Dan. Come on, we're going. Bounces up another rock, hits her in the head, and she regenerates.
I wish this would go on forever.
Psych.
Oh, don't hurt me this way. Oh, she knows.
No life.
Yeah, boy.
Where the force is there.
Oh
Oh,
boy.
a shot.
Master.
Yeah.
Ace, I haven't heard from the doctor for nearly 4 decades.
What? What?
Oh my.
Tegan and Ace.
Oh dear.
Doctor Who, Eve of the Daleks and Legend of the Sea Devils is now available.
Holy shit! Well, that was Legend of the Sea Devils. I know it's. I just want to talk about the trailer and stuff. But what did you think? It's special.
You know what? It flew by, to be fair, for me. I did enjoy it. I think, as we sort of discussed before we started recording, it was run of the mill.
Yeah.
It was very much your monster of the
That's what I
week type
expected
thing.
of it, yeah.
And I have no problem with that. You know, if they're good and done well, it's fine. We didn't have that, with Flux, it was a completely different thing, so it kind of felt nice to have a standalone, contained story sort of in one. Same with like Eve of the Daleks. I think it was a strange change of pace, even though that's what Doctor Who is.
Yeah.
I think the Sea Devils were good, maybe slightly underused, a little bit.
I would have liked a bit more personality from some of them, I think.
Yeah.
I think the main one was really good.
Yes.
I do kind of wish
It was just
I'd seen him interacting with like his people a lot more, and we'd seen a few other voices.
yeah. They didn't need to be loads of Sea Devils. They could just had him.
Yeah.
Be released and then be like, I'm gonna change the world. That's what he's doing. Yeah, I think it some parts a little bit undercooked in terms of like they just need a little bit more.
You could tell this was like an additional thing, and they tried it very quickly.
Yeah, it's it's sort of very surface level with quite a few of the characters, I felt.
Yeah.
But it's fine. None of these characters are coming back, so we don't have to. They're
Or
probably
are
not. They're probably not
they?
going to be coming back. So I don't think we have to really worry about it too much. It was fine. It was your standard. Aliens are gonna change the world for themselves, which we've had a number of times. And we know what it is. Yeah, I quite liked it. Most of the cast was good. Obviously, you can tell it's still filmed under like COVID restrictions with the limited cast. That's why she has no crew, and they had to be like, "Oh, my crew was taken,
kidnapped and held ransom
because you can't have
so I need
20
this
odd
treasure
people."
to pay me. Yeah.
And that's why all the additional Sea Devils were all obviously just 5 people on a green screen and then pasted to other sections of the ship, which is fine. It's fair that they managed to do this. Yeah, it did give me, Pirates of the Caribbean vibes with a few things, but Pirates of the Caribbean is about pirates, so naturally there's going to be parallels, which is, again, it's fine.
I mean, every pirate thing is the same.
Well, yeah, every story has been told, so you can't tell anything new. It doesn't matter.
It happened before Pirates of the Caribbean. It's going to happen after.
Exactly. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. Dan's great as always. Thasmin, yay! I mean, it was wholesome, and
That was more development for them than I was expecting
Yes.
until the last one. To be
yes,
fair. I think it got more addressed than I thought it was going to. And I'm pleasantly surprised at how much it got.
yeah, and I mean, just because the Doctor's saying we can't be together doesn't mean that they. I mean, there's one episode left, so they're probably not. But doesn't mean that they can't, because that's what he told Rose in school reunion. But it didn't matter; they still were an item, I guess, even though it wasn't officially confirmed in show. Really, they were never like, "Yeah, we're boyfriend and girlfriend" when they were in series 2. But obviously, it's all heavily implied and blah blah blah. But he says the same thing to Rose, and they end up a couple. So naturally, she can say the same thing to Yaz, and they end up a couple, or just more like that. But with one episode left, if they're going to be a couple, it's not going to be much.
No, I think we'll get a kiss goodbye or something, and that'll probably be it.
Maybe, yeah. But again, and I sort of think I mentioned this previously, but they're clearly leaving themselves enough space so they can do not spin-offs, but like books or comics or Big Finish with this cast if they wanted to.
Yeah.
I could easily see a few books coming out set between Eve of the Daleks and this one, because they're obviously referencing like, yeah, we go on loads of adventures, whereas we've only seen this TARDIS team on 3 adventures, if you class Flux as one. Class
Who gives
as
a
one.
fuck?
But yeah, so I would like to see this TARDIS team in more, whether that's books or comics
Mhm.
or well, probably not Big Finish because that's too expensive and I probably won't listen to it. But and we do have that Doctor Who Decoded or whatever it is, that podcast thing that came out today, didn't it?
I think so.
After
yes.
that,
Yeah.
so we'll have to give that a listen and see where and what that ties into.
Redacted, isn't it? It's called.
Redacted, that's it. But yeah, I love this TARDIS team. I'm
me
gutted that we only get one more episode with them. I'm gutted that COVID has sort of scuppered their run together, sadly.
It is a shame. Yeah.
But I'm optimistic that we'll get more with this TARDIS team, whether that's in, their comeback at one point or books or whatever. So
Yeah.
either way, this episode, good. Enjoyed
Yes.
it. We'll watch again.
Yes, definitely. I really enjoyed it as well. Just a good, fun kind of one-off thing, which is kind of what I was hoping for. Because I didn't want the Return of the Sea Devils to be bogged down in like we have to set up, the next
Timeless
session,
children and stuff.
Timeless Children, and all of that. So I was pleased with that, and I think they looked great and stuff. I love how faithful they stayed to
They
the
looked
older design.
adorable.
They were very adorable. I love them.
Deadly and adorable.
I
but adorable.
want the giant like sea devil head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh.
that'd be great, please. Not a real one, obviously. Just slip up. If I ever visit the set,
Yeah.
if they ever reopen the
There's
exhibition, I'm
the
just gonna like
Doctor Who experience.
bring a really
just
big
to
bag
get-
and just
yeah. Maybe they've got some in Time Fracture that we can steal.
yeah, maybe that'd be good. Yeah, we just openly admitted like, we're going to commit these crimes. We're not going to, but
That's what we'll say.
yes, that's true. But yeah, I really enjoyed their appearance in this. It's good to have them back after so long. I was quite excited when they turned up in the trailer at the end of Eve of the Daleks.
Very.
So the fact that I really enjoyed their appearance was great. Yes, I would have liked a bit more personality from the others, but it's not a six-parter like the John Pertwee Sea Devil story, so there's not much room for that. And this is an episode we were never going to get, so I'm just kind of happy that we got something for Easter. So yeah, that was all very well and good. And their creature thing looked cool. I liked the shot of it grabbing the tires and stuff. I wish they kind of had a bit more closure with the creature thing. I feel like
Yeah,
what
it
happened
felt
to it?
like it just went away. I don't know whether it was absorbed in like the when it all
did it get blown
collapsed,
up?
but I was very much under the impression that it was like on the ocean.
yeah,
And maybe if they were doing more, it could come back and they could be like, oh, whatever, or
This is the
maybe
next
it,
one.
yeah, maybe
Eater.
yeah,
That's
that's
what
how
she
she
does.
regenerates.
Yeah,
But yeah, I
biter.
do agree. I could have done with a bit. Maybe we missed a line somewhere talking about it, but
There was a lot of like
saying what we're doing.
Doctor Who-iness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I need to kind of sit down. Like, okay, how do you explain this? I got bits and pieces. Like, okay, I see it all ties together.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like exposition-y lines.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. But yeah, I liked that kind of side of it. I think it was bare bones with the side characters. I wasn't that invested in them.
Dead dad,
Yeah, Dead Dad.
That's the
basically.
character for that
It's
one.
Just the way it is.
missing crew. That's the
but-
plot for the other one.
Yeah, they were fine.
Yeah.
I was hoping to delve into like the history of Madame Ching a bit more. But at the end of the day, if it's going to be Sea Devils or Madame Ching, I am going to be like, more Sea Devils, please.
Yeah.
So the fact that I think they were the focus was great, and I like they didn't waste any time in the Sea Devils showing up. It's kind of that standard thing. We know this is called something of the Daleks, and then the cliffhanger's the Dalek shape
Yeah,
and part.
yeah.
So I like that there's just
Looking at you, Daleks in Manhattan.
yeah. So just like I like that it didn't waste any time in showing them, and I like their swords and everything. It was quite cool. Got some good action sequences with that. Just leaning into the fun of it. I really like this TARDIS crew as well. Very, very wholesome. They had a few funny moments. And I liked what we got with the Doctor and Yaz, and she actually made an effort on multiple occasions to be like, "Come on then, Yaz, you come
Yeah.
with me. Let's abandon Dan.
Let's
I'm
leave
sure
Dan."
he'll be fine." But she's kind of having those excuses to spend time with her, which is nice, and a step up from like Eve of the Daleks, which is like, "No, I must do this on my own. Goodbye." So
Let me on
Dan
my
kind of
own.
like pushing them together a bit has kind of helped aid that. And yeah, I like the scenes of her kind of talking about the curse of the Time Lords, basically from school reunion.
Basically,
That scene. Sounds good. A bit more progress than I was expecting with that. I thought because this was like a bonus episode, we maybe not going to get that much, and then it was going to be all for the centenary special. But that's not the case. And I'm very glad of it.
We'll
So-
get nothing in the centenary now.
well, we
this
must
is
get us something because they're all going to be leaving. But
yeah.
yeah,
Are they?
yes, they are. They absolutely are.
Yeah.
But she's cut her hair. And he has cut
Oh,
her hair,
yeah,
and she's
yeah.
in a state play now. But yeah, I really enjoyed the progression we got with them. Looking forward to seeing how that's wrapped up in the centenary. Whenever we're getting that, probably like 6 or so
Autumn.
months. So yeah, that should be exciting. And it was just run of the mill, but a good fun kind of special. Loved having the Sea Devils back. I'm glad I wasn't disappointed with their appearance in it.
Yeah.
And then, holy shit, that trailer at the end for the centenary. We've got Ace back, which I had heard about. There were lots of rumours of her showing up, so that wasn't really surprising. But when Tegan turns up, oh boy, did not know about that. And considering how she left the Doctor, which I won't get into in case you haven't seen her final story, lot of tension there.
Classic.
So I'm excited to see what they do with that. And, there's so much talk of, is Ace going to show up in Saved Adventures, and ultimately that couldn't happen because Elizabeth Sladen passed away, and lots of people, there were lots of plans to bring characters like that in. Martha was going to pop up and everything, and I'm sure eventually we probably would have gotten like a Tegan appearance. So the fact that she's back after like 40 years is nuts. So I'm excited to see what they do with that. She gets a mention in the Crimson Horror, so
Woohoo! Everyone's
Doctor's
favourite
mind.
episode.
Underrated.
Sure, it definitely is rated.
I think it's great, but yeah, it's nice to see them back and like having Vinda pop up. Not really hugely surprising because he would still be in the COVID bubble with them at that point because they filmed all this kind of together. Yeah. So not a huge surprise. Hopefully that means we get Carvanista as well.
And
I love that for Roy.
Belle,
yeah,
that's it.
Unless she's off having the
Baby
child.
Yeah.
We shall see. But I kind of like that we're going to get some, I guess best hits, and I'm hoping it's going to be like over an hour long kind of special thing.
Yeah, it does say
I'm
it's
hoping it should be
feature length, doesn't it?
So I'm not too worried about all these characters popping up. And for all we know, Ace and Tegan are in like one scene, they fight the Cybermen, off they go. So it's cool to see how surprising that is. And if they put that in the trailer, what bloody else is there going to be? Well, but we're getting Daleks, getting Cybermen,
getting what's his face,
Cyberboy back as well.
Yeah,
Ashard as well. Very intrigued by that. I don't know what they're going to do with him, but he was great. So I was a bit like, when he got killed,
he got miniaturized.
Yeah, because they kind of built him up, and then it was like
Bye.
Master. So intrigued by that, and just to see how Jodie bows out really, because I've really adored her interpretation over the past 4 years. So yeah, I know. Oh my Christ!
It's been a whole pandemic since she joined.
Literally, yeah. And they nearly said, "Well, we're not going to do it anymore. Then we have to give it a day after 2 series."
God.
But they powered through and gave us Flux and these specials, given everything, which is kind of nuts. They are stronger than I. I'd have been like, no, I'm not. So yeah, I really enjoyed this one a lot. I'm very excited for the centenary, whenever that's going to be, and whatever it's called, and what's going to happen in it. I would be very sad to see Jodie go, but hopefully they've given her a great final story, and it certainly looks set to be quite surprising and all of that kind of stuff.
That's it. In the press release, they're like, there's a plethora of surprises and whatever, so who knows what it could be. It wouldn't surprise me if we see Ryan and Graham back in some form, just because naturally they obviously formed 2 years of Jodie's run, so that wouldn't be a big shock. I think they're the only kind of things that I would be expecting to come back in this. I wouldn't be expecting anything else really.
No.
Because although it's the centenary for the BBC, it's not necessarily Doctor Who's moment.
Yeah.
We're not celebrating Doctor Who. That's
not
next
the 60th
year.
special. Yeah.
So the fact that we're already getting to older companions return is already surprising enough.
Yeah.
But as you mentioned, who else is coming back if that's the case? Could be no one.
Could be no one.
It could literally be no one.
But...
But we've seen what happens with Spider-Man marketing, where they don't show, and what does turn up.
It's true. And I need to watch a trailer back and see if anyone gets punched in the face by an invisible person. In that
yes,
trailer.
That's good. Yeah, good point. Yeah, anyone blow up, anyone shoot a gun, but you can't see who it is.
All we know is I'm pretty sure it won't be Jack and Nikki. Exciting times ahead.
Very exciting.
Particularly excited about Ace coming back because I think she's up there with Sarah Jane for me as one of the best classic companions. She's Ace. Even though her name's Dorothy, but she's Ace. I'm excited for that, but I've really enjoyed this special as well. It's just nice to have Doctor back again after a couple of months.
And now it's gone.
And now it's gone again.
And now it's gone for another 4 or 5
months. We've got one more
months.
episode this year, and then we're waiting.
And it's gone for a whole year.
A very long time. But that's okay. We're kind of used to it at this point.
It's not okay. More.
Well, it's the big finish then, you fool.
No.
Exactly.
I refuse.
You've brought this on yourself. But yeah, I'm excited to see where the centenary goes. It'll be sad to say goodbye to Jodie, but hopefully she goes out on a high. And all of them as well, like our precious Dan. But yeah, I got my precious Sea Devil boys back after years and years of asking. So thanks for that, Chibs. And yeah, we will see you for whenever the centenary is going to air in months and months and months. But until then, thanks for watching. Have a lovely day. We'll see you when we see you. Bye.
Bye.